I just can't get no relief, Lord. Somebody, can anybody find me somebody to love?
That is actually the voice of Marc Martel. And that audition tape you're listening to right now, it is tearing up the internet. It's one of the most popular videos on YouTube right now. Anywhere you happen to be in the world, it's near the top of the list. And Marc Martel joins me on the line right now. Good afternoon, Marc.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. This has been an exciting time for you. You're getting all kinds of attention with that performance.
It has been one of my craziest days of my life, probably next to my wedding last year.
Tell me about this show that you're auditioning for. This is an audition tape for a live show. So let's start there. What is this show that you'd like to be a part of?
Well, a friend pointed me to a website that just launched 2 days ago called Queen Extravaganza. And what it is, it's a website put on by the drummer of Queen, Roger Taylor. And apparently they're looking for artists to kind of take over for them as kind of an official Queen tribute band.
Right.
And I've always loved singing Queen songs, and so this friend sent me the link to this website just 2 days ago, and he said, "Hey man, you need to enter this." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, why not?"
It seems like the perfect fit. Is this something you do regularly? Cover Queen songs and bring Freddie Mercury back to life?
Yeah, I mean, I travel full time with my band, and after every single show we play, people always come up and say, "Hey, did anybody ever told you that you sound like that guy from Queen?" And it's always such a great compliment, and there are definitely worse singers out there to be compared to, so it's very humbling.
Is that a voice that you put on to sound like Freddie Mercury, or is it somewhat close to your typical singing voice in your regular?
You know what? It's somewhat close to my real voice. Even when I try not to sound like him, people always tell me I sound like him. So obviously, in that audition, I'm putting it on just a little more than I usually do. But I think he and I just had very similar vocal structure, so it just kind of comes out naturally.
You said it was a friend that put you up to this. He spotted the contest. He got you to enter your audition tape. What are your friends saying now?
I think we're just all kind of in shock and just having fun watching the YouTube video comments come in every second. You never think that this is going to happen to you. You think that, maybe there's a chance in a billion that it'll happen to you, but it's just kind of overwhelming. It's really cool.
It sort of seemed like destiny that you've been told much of your life you sound like Freddie Mercury, and now here they're looking for somebody to be Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, and it comes at an interesting time in our career as a band. As a touring artist, you go through periods of time where you're getting a lot of shows, and then after a while you don't get so many shows because you haven't released an album in a long time. Many factors contribute to that, and so this came up kind of at the perfect time. Our calendar was saying that in January and February we weren't going to be on the road a lot. The other lead singer in our band he and his wife are having a baby in February, so we're not going to be on the road at all. And this contest was actually saying that in early 2012 they wanted to do this tribute Queen tour, and I was like, well, that'll work out really well with my schedule if I, in fact, happen to win, so may as well try.
It's starting to sound like destiny,
Kinda.
Tell me a little bit about the band you play in. It's got some roots right here in Saskatchewan.
Yeah. We formed in 1999. We're called Down Here. We have two lead singers. I'm the high voice, and my best friend Jason is the low voice. We're a four-piece with a drummer and a bass player, Jeremy and Glenn. We've been doing this for about 11 years. We've released, national releases of CDs, probably 6 albums that we've released that you can easily find on YouTube or iTunes, actually. We kind of started in Cairnport, Saskatchewan, of all places, where we went to school at Briarcrest College. And we've been making a living at this, doing our best, working really hard, being, long hours on the road, days and weeks on the roads, and time away from our families. We're all married. Thankfully, we've been able to do this as a living for 10 years, kind of in certain times just scraping by. but we love what we do, and I couldn't imagine doing anything else.
Have you heard from anybody back at Caronport today?
I have heard from lots of old friends that I went to school with. Yeah, absolutely. It's really cool to see that and get back in touch with people. Do
you have a sense of what life might be like for you if you actually win this contest and land this role? How your life would change?
I am still trying to fathom what could or might happen. I haven't been contacted by anyone from Queen or anything like that. You guys are the first interview that I'm doing.
Good.
And I think it's just very beautiful and appropriate because I spent 4 great years of my life in Saskatchewan, and I love that province. But you know what? I have no idea what this could bring. It's so unsure. This thing kind of has blown up in one day. Who knows if it fizzes out in a week, or who knows if it gets hundreds of millions of views. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But it would be really cool to actually play with Queen. That would be a dream come true. Absolutely.
And it sounds like because of the situation your bandmates are in, that you could squeeze in this little thing on the side, the Queen Extravaganza.
I think the guys are very supportive. I've talked to all of them, and they're just so excited about this, and they think it's kind of hilarious. It's just like, what? And people have been comparing me to Freddie for years, and I've had YouTube videos of me singing his song. I've got a couple up on YouTube that have been there for a couple of years, and they've got a few views, a couple thousand or whatnot. But this Queen contest thing, I guess, was the right platform for the correct exposure, I guess, for this to blow up. And it's very exciting, and I don't know what else to say about that.
Mark, congratulations. It's been a big day. Like you say, who knows what's going to happen next, but this adventure has got off to a bigger start than you probably could have imagined. Yeah,
I hesitated to join the contest because, I do have a full-time job. My wife encouraged me to do it. And I think that was the final straw. I was like, okay, I'm submitting a video, and we'll see what happens.
And at some point, I think this may turn into a popularity contest online where people can vote for you. So we'll be back in touch.
Thanks. It's good to have the hometown support. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks, Mark. Bye-bye. That's Marc Martel. He wants the part of Freddie Mercury in the Queen Extravaganza, and his application, his audition tape got off to a fantastic start as one of the most viewed videos on YouTube today. People are buzzing about this performance online, and you can check it out on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Craig Lederhouse CBC.